Hey guys, I'm back. Now for the second part of the jewelry box, we're gonna assemble it. You guys have not done an assembly yet, um, but it's pretty cool. You can take multiple parts and put them together. It's just like you're constructing something in the woodworking lab. So start by opening up Autodesk, and you can see I have my parts. I got the side two, front, back two, top and bottom two. But I'm not going to do anything with these right now. I'm going to file and open a new. This time you're going to do an assembly. So it's the first time we're not making a part, we're doing an assembly. And you get to start by placing your parts on the screen here. So place, and you want to go and look for where you got your parts, and hopefully you save them in your folder. I'm going down to my jewelry box images folder, and I'm going to start with, why don't I just do the bottom, because we're going to create the bottom part of this jewelry box. So top and bottom one, open it. You can see it places it right here, and I just click my mouse and you can see I got the bottom. I can place multiple parts if I want, but I just want one for my bottom. Then I'm going to go to place again. I'm going to do the front and back. I'm going to open that up. You see I got my front, probably go here, back would go there, and then I'm going to go and place the sides. So top and bottom, front and back, sides two. And then I'm going to place my sides here and here. Bam. Now, what you have to do is you have to constrain them. We got to use this tool right here, constrain, to put the parts together. And you can see I got a mate constraint and I have a flush constraint. And it shows you a picture right there of what you're doing. So you're going to have to use 3 of these constraints for each part. So I might start with my mate and click on the mate. And I'm going to want to mate this part, the front. You can see how it's pointing in the direction that I want to mate, and I want that to mate with this part. So I click there. So you can see that actually if I orbit around, I am going to mate just like that. It's on top of that. Now I can hit apply, and then I'm going to use the flush tool. So my flush part, I might want to make this side flush with this, and then apply. And then you can see I have one more constraint to do. I'm going to rotate around and I want the flush again. I'm going to click there and there and apply it. So you can see how I have my front or my back constrained or assembled to the top and bottom. Okay, you're going to want to do this with each part. So let's do the mate tool again, and I want to mate this part with, if I orbit around, I could actually even use this here, scroll in, that, bam, and you can see it clicked right on there. Actually, if you mess up, it doesn't look like it worked that way. You mess up, just cancel, it'll undo it for you. Okay, so let's try that again. We're going to constrain, and I'm going to mate this, and actually, if you orbit around, I'm going to mate and zoom in this part with this part. Bam, that worked. And then apply. Then I'm going to use the flush tool, this part over there, and apply. Make sure you always click apply when you're done. And then one more, mate. I'm going to click here and zoom in with there and apply. So the front and the back are done. They're mated to the bottom. Now we'll do the sides. So the sides, you have to orbit around. I think if I zoom in, I'm going to want this side right here mated on there. So let's start with mate. Zoom in, click there. I want that to be on there. Perfect. And apply. But now I got to turn it around. So why don't we do the flush tool? I'm going to click on this side, and I want this to be flush with the bottom there. Okay, and that fits nice. And apply. And then I want to mate this with the inside of that. So let's do the mate tool, and I'm going to zoom in. I want to mate this part. And if I orbit around, zoom in, it can be tricky sometimes. With that, Bam. You can see it's assembled and apply. Look at that. So now I have, just like when we're working in the woodworking lab and we actually assemble these parts, got the front and the back, the side on the bottom, and then we just have to do the last part. So let's do the mate tool. We want the bottom here to mate with the bottom of the jewelry box. There. So that's on. Now we'll orbit around again. Again, an orbit is kind of tricky sometimes. Remember, you can use your hand. You can use the orbit button. It can be a pain too. Orbit around. Trying to do it quick for you guys. When you're inside of that circle, there we go. And then I'm going to zoom in. It looks a little better. Now I can work with it. All right, and then why don't I mate again? I'm going to mate this side. Click OK. Right here, mate this side. Oh, I have to apply that last one I just did. Mate here with there. That's on. Apply that, and then flush here with either one of these sides. Bam. And apply. How's it look? Looks just like the jewelry box, huh? That you see kicking around the room. But there you go. That's the bottom of your jewelry box. So what do you think you're going to do? What do we always do when we're done with the project? We save it. So file. Now we want to save. We'll just go to save. Again, find your folder that you created. And you're going to name it. Obviously, we always name it. Jewelry box bottom 2. And we should say assembly. And there you go. Got the bottom part. So that's the first part. Next video, we're going to do the top. And we're not going to make it an assembly. Maybe we will. No, we won't make it an assembly. Good luck with that, and see you in the next video.